You look tired. Sorry. I meant that in the best way possible. You always look stunning to me. Even with bags under your eyes, or even if you're slouching from fatigue, you will always be the wonderful person that I fell in love with. I will always love you. From the very first moment I saw you, from behind the bushes, I have always loved you. But I guess what I'm trying to say is that if you're tired, how about coming to bed with me? And you can even rest your head on my lap. You have always enjoyed my lap, and I have no reason to suspect this time will be different. There we go, sweetheart. You didn't make any fuss. Just accept it so easily. I love that about you. You're always so accepting of me. Even though I'm a big scary fox demon. You actually married me. You trusted me. You didn't believe in any of the slander out there. And there's a lot of slander against me. That I possess people and cause them to do evil. That I eat children. That I kill people for my own amusement. But it's all just that. It's all just slander. I've never killed anyone. But I would kill for you, darling. How's my lap? Comfortable, right? It has to be. Because it's for you. Every part of myself is for you. My voice is for you. For you to listen to and be calmed and comforted by. My eyes are for you. To look only at you and to appreciate the sight of you. And of course, my lap is for you to rest your head on, just like this. I have to say, I'm jealous. But don't worry, I'm not jealous in a bad way. Not in a stressful kind of way, where I get so bothered by other people looking at you or talking to you. I know I can be pretty severe when it comes to that kind of jealousy. But I was actually talking about your hair. You have such nice and lovely hair. I'm so jealous. I wish I had hair as nice as yours. I know a part of me is just saying that because it's yours. But objectively speaking, I truly do think that you have such lovely hair. Is it alright if I play with it or caress it a bit, darling? You sure do love indulging me. If you keep spoiling me like this, I might take advantage of you. One day, maybe I'll ask for something unreasonable. Well, there are a lot of things that are unreasonable that I could ask for, sweetheart. I could ask you to delete everyone off your phone except me. I could ask you to never leave the house without me. I could ask you to never think of anyone but me. But wouldn't all those things be unreasonable things? I certainly think so. I mean, I find them appealing, but I don't want to make you unhappy. I want this to be a happy marriage for you. That's why I always try to be reasonable with you, no matter my urges. I love you though. Sorry. I know that came out of nowhere, but just thinking out loud here. I truly do love you. Unconditionally, even. The word is thrown out a lot. Unconditionally. Unconditional love. People overuse it, I think. Like, oh, my mother loves me unconditionally. But does she really, though? If you stole from her, if you burned down her house, if you destroyed everything that she has ever known and loved, would she really still love you? I know that's an extreme theoretical example, but I'm just trying to prove a point here, that there isn't really such a thing as unconditional love, except for mine, of course. I love you unconditionally. Even if you stole from me, even if you burned down my house, even if you hurt me, I would still love you, because my love for you is truly unconditional. It's truly unconditional. Maybe maybe that's not healthy. But honestly, I really just don't care. I just love you. And I can't think of anything else. I love you. I love you so, so much, my love. You wouldn't have to steal from me, though. You could always just ask. If there's anything of mine that you wanted, all you have to do is ask. I wouldn't deny you, my love. Even if you asked for my soul. If I had a way, I would give it to you. Though, I don't know what you do with my soul, though. You really do have such lovely hair, though. You know, I take a lot of pride in my tail. It's so fluffy and soft. But I still prefer caressing your hair. Maybe fluffing my tail doesn't appeal to me as much because it's mine. Or maybe I just prefer your hair because it belongs to the person I love so intensely. Of course. Here, let me put my tail right in front of you for your fluffing pleasure. Okay, go ahead. Fluff away. You look very pleased to be having your way with my tail. I'm actually quite fond of that smug little expression on your face. I love all your expressions, really. Each one of them is a piece of art. And I love your tired expression as well. It's so cute. It activates my protective instincts, you know? When I see you're so tired, I'm prepared to fight to my death to protect your sleep and peace of mind. To fight with my claws and my flames and all my spells, and all to make sure you get a good night's sleep. There probably won't be anything I need to fight to protect your sleep. There probably won't be a monster coming crashing through the window to disturb your rest. But hey, if there was, I'd be ready. Maybe it's a little silly though. I'm I'm just thinking out loud here. Which reminds me that I really do love you. I love you. You don't have to reply. I know that you're trying to sleep and replying with "I love you too" every time I say it might be kind of uncomfortable or counterproductive to that end. Especially when I'm prone to saying "I love you so much." I just like saying it, darling. I like saying "I love you," and it's 'cause I really, really do love you. Just focus on resting in my tail. Okay, sweetheart? I love you, and like I said, you don't have to reply. I find it difficult sometimes just to think, because you're all that I can think about, but not in a stressful way. It's more like a blissed out kind of way. Like I'm too happy to even be aware of something, of anything other than my feelings for you. My head is empty for anything other than you. Like you're the only thing that I can focus on. Would you call that an obsession? I think that's what an obsession is. I guess that means I'm obsessed with you. I think it runs in the family. I think it's genetic for me. Being obsessive for the one you love. You know, due to love, my father killed for my mother, and my grandfather killed for my grandmother, and so on. I guess that's why people call us demons. I wonder if one day I'll have to kill for you. Would you find that romantic? It's okay if you wouldn't. If you don't want me to, then I won't. I respect your wishes. I'm not my father. I'm not my grandfather. I'm yours. My heart belongs to you. And our love story isn't constrained by history. I'm very fortunate to have you. I used to think that I was cursed, you know, because everyone I ever had called me a demon. After hearing it repeatedly for so long, I started to believe it. But then I met you. And then I had the good fortune to marry you. And that made me realize it's everyone else who is cursed. Because they don't have you. I love you when I have you like this, resting your head on my lap, leisurely enjoying my tail. I feel like a god, being worshipped could not make me feel more divine. Even if all the other people in the world came together to build me a shrine, out of all the marble and the gold and precious things in the world, it couldn't make me feel more divine than my time being here with you. And besides, I'd much rather worship you. Are you finally starting to fall asleep? I'm saying that because you stopped fluffing my tail. And once you start, you usually don't stop willingly. Much to my pleasure. So, I'm assuming by now you're too tired to continue. So then, in that case, can I go back to playing with your hair again, my love? Well, I'm sure you wouldn't mind. I hope this isn't annoying to you. I wouldn't want to disturb your attempts to sleep. Do you find it comforting when I play with your hair like this? I do. I find it very comforting. I just can't get enough of the feeling of your hair in my mind. I hope you won't think it's too mean of me to say this, but I actually often look forward to you being tired. It lets me do this for you. It lets me have your head on my lap while I play with your hair, and you drift off gently to sleep. You make the cutest sounds when you sleep, by the way. Did you know that? Well, you know now. I look forward to them too. Hearing them again. I hope that when you finally fall asleep, that you'll dream of me. I find that extremely flattering, you know? It's flattering enough to me that I can be in your thoughts. But I find it particularly flattering if you think of me even in your sleep. That way, it's like you're not even letting sleep getting in the way of enjoying my company. If you do dream of me, I hope you tell me all about it when you wake up. As for me, I'm living my dream right now. I always dream of you, you know. I can't remember the last time I dreamed that wasn't about you. Ever since that day I met you, I've never had dreams that wasn't about you. They used to be nightmares. I had nightmares that you hated me or left me. But now, after being married for so long, I'm a bit less scared. And I don't have those sort of nightmares anymore. My dreams are much sweeter now. They're a lot more light and fluffy. Once I had a dream that you were the one with a fluffy tail and not me. That was an interesting change of pace. Me fluffing your tail for once. And once I had a dream that I glued your hand to mine so you'd never leave me. I wouldn't do something like that in real life, of course. First of all, because I doubt it'd work, but second of all, I don't want to be such a bother. And well, third, there are better ways to restrain you to me. I could chain you up, for instance. Of course, I'd make sure the chain wasn't too tight. I never want to hurt my precious soulmate. Now, isn't that an appetizing thought? Chaining you. But of course, I don't need to chain you. Because you'll never leave me. Right? Of course, you never leave me. But if you did, I would certainly catch you again. I wonder if you like being chased by me. Well, regardless, you're not in any shape to run from me right now, with you being so tired. Just rest, my dear. I'm watching over you. So just relax and rest, my love. I love you, and like I said before, you don't have to reply. I just can't help but say it, that's all. It comes so instinctively to me. Honestly, every other thought is just, I love you. I think a normal person might think of me as insane for being like this, but I don't care. If this is insanity, then I don't want to be sane, because it just feels too good. It feels too good to love you, darling. I never feel lost when I'm with you. Because of you, I feel purpose in everything I do. Like if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't care for my health very much. I wouldn't care if I got enough exercise, if I got my necessary vitamins. I probably wouldn't even drive with a seatbelt. Scary, I know. But I want to be the best and healthiest versions of myself, because that way I can be the best possible husband for you. So it's easy for me to take care of myself when I think of it all as part of my plan for taking care of you. So in a way, you take care of me without even knowing it, sweetheart. Thank you. I love you. I'll love you today, and I'll love you tomorrow, and I'll love you the day after, and every day after that. I love having you like this, all tired in my lap, so cute and helpless to get away. It's better this way. It's better for you to be helpless, to leave me. You're mine, and that's what's best for you, so that I can always watch over you, just like this. And don't worry, my love, I'll always watch over you.